Yo, YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Cam back in with another video, man. Today, man, we're gonna be speaking on some NBA news, man. Dealing with uh Philadelphia 76ers, man. Paul George, who suffered a hyperextended knee during the preseason game, man, versus the Hawks. And Paul George, man, um, went out the game, man, left the game, for that hyperextended knee. And it looked it nasty, man. It didn't look too good for Paul George. And of course, Paul George in his first year with the Philadelphia 76ers. And for him to get hurt before the season even starts, man, it's really concerning, man. For the 76ers, and it should be rare because you already got Joel Embiid coming out and said he wasn't playing in any back-to-backs. And so, the Philadelphia 76ers, man, built this team in the offseason, added a couple pieces right along with Paul George. And for them to get news like this, for these two dudes, man, pretty much two stars, and they're trying to win a championship, doesn't really bode well, you know, with the 76ers because you're going to have Embiid basically playing half the season, um, or damn near half the season. Might as well say half the season. Almost half the season. He's not playing any back to backs. Not to mention on the games he might just miss for, resting. But, yeah, man, you got that. And then Paul George going out to start the season. This team is a talented team. They, like I said, man, they did added some pieces, like Caleb Martin. Brought Andre Drummond back, who's a great backup center, for the 76ers. And they added a couple. Like I said, man, they added a couple guys, but man, for the stars to be out, that injury was nasty, man. Paul George could have really tore some, um, if it just would have, you know, bent a little bit back, bent a little bit backwards, that knee. If it would have been some more, man, he would have been done for, man. It just sucks to see Paul George keep battling injury, man. He already injury prone from his Clippers days, and just throughout his career, seeing him battling these injuries. And of course, the narrative is still on him that he don't show up in the playoffs, which, I think he kind of has debunked that narrative, the last few years. Not last year. He didn't show up every game. I guess that my Mavs last year, but he did play well enough, to where I could say, Paul George is, he's not what people like. He's not what people trying to make it out to be, man. Like he's some choke artist. Um, but man, yeah, the 76ers go through this again, injuries, man. And it's just another. It seems like it's gonna be another season where injuries gonna stop them from getting to where they supposed to be, man. That's to the finals, to the championship. Um, and I don't think it's the formula. Going the route that Embiid going, not playing back to backs. Um, Only player who I can think of that really did that was Kawhi Leonard, but Kawhi Leonard was also playing out of his mind in that Raptors run, and yeah, I think it's that year. That was the year he wasn't playing back to back. I'm trying to see, was it that year he was playing? Yeah, I think it was that year he wasn't playing back to backs. Um, but usually it's not the correct way, to go about, especially considering Paul George having this injury. You don't know how many games they're gonna play together, man. It could mess up the chemistry, and it just basically, man, Tyrese Maxey is gonna be out there carrying the load. Now they do, like I said, they do got some talent. They got Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, who can ball, um, and those dudes can ball, man. Who's a couple guys from last year that they still have, but for the most part, man, it's gonna be another year where they gonna be have to deal with injuries. And it's unfortunate because they just paid Paul George all this money, 200 or some $1 million, man. And, basically like close to 50, 60 million a year, 50 some million a year. And he got to go. He going through injuries again, and it just sucks, man. You see, this would keep going on with the Philadelphia 76ers. I know y'all Philadelphia 76ers getting tired of seeing the same thing over and over. I keep telling y'all though, but like I said in previous videos, you can go look it up, man. The Philadelphia 76ers, um, they kind of been taking steps back, man, to get to where they want to be. In my opinion, not bringing back Jimmy Butler. Uh, in the situation that was going on with Ben Simmons, whatever that was, and just James Harden thing not working, which I knew that wasn't gonna last long. While all the Philadelphia 76ers fans was praising that, they were just happy they got rid of Ben Simmons, but um, that James Harden that James Harden situation wasn't gonna last long anyways. Um, and they just been pretty much changing their roster, building around Embiid and Maxey. And I feel like this year was the year that they finally, had a. I wouldn't even say this is this year because I like that roster when they did have Jimmy Butler and Ben Simmons, and I thought they were gonna at least get to the conference finals that year. Even though I did have Toronto running that, I take that back. I did have Toronto winning that series because I did, like Kawhi, and I still do like Kawhi. He just going through his little battle of injuries as well. That's keeping him from playing. But I thought the Philadelphia did 76ers their chance. Their chance to win the championship was then, but they fumbled the ball, man. They blew it. Yeah. And for the most part, man, they've been knocking at the window. They haven't been able to get over the hump to get to the conference finals. They've been knocking at the door, but they seem to can't get through that hump. Whether it be Embiid injuries, whether it be him underperforming, um, as well as James Harden. That situation just didn't go the way it was supposed to go. Um, just all the things the Philadelphia 76ers has been through these last few years during the process years, I guess that's what they call it, the process years. It's not been, kind to them, and it just continues to get bad, man, and worse. Even though they got a pretty much balanced roster, but hopefully Paul George can get back on the court, man, playing some basketball, man. I love Paul George game. A lot of people love Paul George game. A lot of people want to see Paul George, you know, fail, man. They do, man. Which is crazy because I don't know why dudes, these dudes in this era, these era fans, they're just weird. Anytime a guy is having a down year or down season, or even just a down couple games, man, it tend to discredit these guys for whatever reason that they just seem to just disrespect these guys. Maybe it's cause I don't know, these dudes give them that ammo to disrespect them. Some of these guys low managing. Maybe it's that, or maybe it's just cause it's social media, man. People, they just say anything. But yeah, man, I'm hoping Paul George get back on the court and get back healthy, man. Because he can really help the Philadelphia 76ers team in a lot of ways, man. His stardom, and he's just a great player, man. But hopefully get back on the court, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, share this video. And, all the Philly fans, man, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Do y'all feel like y'all can get through these times, man? Guys in and out the lineup. Tell me what y'all think. I'm out.